Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Kaylin Stern coming at you with tonight's Sunday dinner. And this is Heater Meals 3. I had received 2 of these in the mystery box that I got from Minotaur Trading Company last month. And so I have not checked lately to see if these are even still produced. But this has a Best Buy of September of 2014, so a minimum is at least 7 or 8 old. He's probably had maybe a 1 to 3 shelf life. But this box looks in nearly perfect condition. Just a tiny bit of a ding there, but it has visual instructions on this side. There is a Dub C. Loved your stream with CT. That was pretty darn awesome. I'm glad you got to hang out with him. I hope he gave you that strawberry fruit soup. If he did, you're going to enjoy that, because I sure did. This has a pull tab. Because of its age, I'm not going to use the included ration heater. There is James Ortiz in the house. Thanks for dropping in. If you like strawberry, you will enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this open. And I'll show you what... I'll just pull this whole thing out here. Of course, all the trash will go into this box. And I'll replace this back in that box too as well. Get a little pack of M&Ms. A dried fruit mix. This is the water pack for the ration heater. It's basically a salt water. And I will not be using that. And this has, it's Squeezer's chocolate peanut butter, but nothing to put it on. There is Aletha in the house. Thanks for dropping in. But I have no doubt that this will still be good, so I will actually save this. And here is a little accessory pack. But I will not be using that because I have my foreignemery.com spork. In fact, the spoon in here is shorter than the spork. Then here is a little foam tray. This did take a bit of a hit, so the directions say you're supposed to put the heating element in here. Or I guess you're supposed to put your food on here, but I don't trust that. This is the flameless ration heater that comes with. It is a pretty big one, and it would have to be because this is the size of the retort pouch. It's about the size of the British ones. It is a gusseted pouch, so if you had a long enough utensil, which this does not provide, you could eat it right out of the pouch. But I will be putting this in boiling water because I don't know how well these old heaters would work. The last time I tried one of these, it took forever to get going, and even then it didn't get all that hot. And then the last thing in this box is this splashdown. It is a huge packet. It's a cherry drink mix. So I got my Minotaur mug to mix that up in. Originally, you were supposed to put the ration heater inside here to trap the heat, but then I'm not gonna trust it. But anyway, I'll go ahead and open up this to show what comes inside it. Get a napkin, this short spoon, this is a salt-free seasoning. You get a moist towelette. And the salt and pepper, which are attached to each other. And I will be putting these off to the side. So right here I have a bottle of water that I took out of my fridge. This does not come with a hot drink. So I just got some sugar. And I'm going to have a Vodka Hibiscus Tea. I sent these to Smokey. And I believe I sent one to Gundog as well. But I love this tea. And I used it in another meal. This is a cherry flavored drink. Use the entire bottle of water. Oops, sorry about that. What do you mean dragging it out like Is something not looking right? Is my you know, it likes to shake. Oh no, this it shakes because my phone mount is not. It's a flexible arm that I can bend. Is actually part of the phone mount, so that's why that's there. I mean, you want me to reposition this so it's there. Is that you like that? There, I'll have to slide this. Of course, this moves it a little bit, you know, better. Would I it actually closer to me? But I can always adjust it again. Here, I'll try this. This thing sometimes does not want to focus even when I'm tapping the screen. Because usually I try to get it to focus by tapping the spot on the screen where I hope it would focus on, but sometimes it doesn't always work. I've had this thing since 2014, so that's a good enough mix for the time being. Maybe I'll try this. I'll just say I just tapped it hoping to get it to focus. Meanwhile, I'm going to go put this in the hot water, and then I'm going to get the other pot to bring over for this hibiscus tea. I just took the kettle back into the kitchen. This hibiscus tea I get from the local shop where I get all my halal meats and Middle Eastern spices and other things like that. And there's also a cold hibiscus drink that is also very popular. And you can even get the dried hibiscus flowers to make your own. So I'll put that back here to steep. I'm just going to check the chat. There's Hidden Numismatist in the house. Thanks for dropping in. And you're actually in time for dinner. So, and I will show you the box. Heater Meals 3. This is produced sometime in either, I would guess, 2011 or 12. Because the Best Buy is 2014. And there's not a whole lot that comes with this. And it has this chocolate peanut spread, but nothing to put it on. And I ate all the crackers that I had. But I got something else in mind to fix that little problem. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open up this fruit mix. Make my own tear notch. Now, considering the size of the entree, it's 10 ounces. It probably wouldn't need a whole lot of other stuff to go with it unless you were extremely hungry. And this would be eaten probably after mid-morning or mid-afternoon snack. So there is all of the fruit. Keep bumping this amount, so there's just 3 fruits in there. And M&Ms, it's just what you get, those packs that are now selling for, have Halloween labeling on it. They call it the fun packs or fun size. And that's it for the M&Ms. I have something that I've been wanting to do a video on, and I thought about just doing a separate video on it, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go and grab these because I want to do a comparison between the Apple Cinnamon First Strike bar and this is a Cran Apple Ranger bar. I wish I had a Cran Raspberry First Strike bar to go along with this, but anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to open up these two. Bust it up, but that's okay. I'll pick up the bigger piece. You can see the cranberries. That's what it looks like on the inside. And this is the apple cinnamon first strike bar. No doubt you've all seen this in other ration reviews, but I decided I'm just going to go ahead and get this out here. So that is everything that is prepared. I'm just going to give the drink another mix. I usually mix the cold drinks first because they seem to take the longest to dissolve. I'm going to pick up some of these fruit bits. So there's papaya, pineapple, and raisins. That's it. I'll give these a try. Those taste absolutely fine. They don't taste stale at all. They got the right amount of sweetness. They're soft. And I'm going to take a taste of this. It tastes just like a cherry Kool-Aid, but with electrolytes in it, because it is an electrolyte drink. I'm gonna go for one of the M&Ms. Still looks fine. So those, so whoever got a hold of these had these before Black Dog Bob got them. You know, that's Bob Gaskin of Minotaur Trading Company and Amory Nation. So these were stored obviously very well. Now, the one that I first got from Sticky Finger 745 when I did a trade, that one somehow between him and me, and the box did not look like it had taken any damage, but I'm assuming that one happened during shipping when that one of the items had completely exploded, and the drink was was one of those drink boxes that has a straw attached to it, and I had to pause the video and spend a lot of time cleaning up that mess. But the packaging on a couple of the items was pretty stale, and not to the degree that this one was. So apparently when that one, I think that one was 2012 when I got that. That might have a Best Buy of 2012, I think. So these might have changed, but again, I haven't researched these to see if these are still being made. And there is a web address on here. See if I can get this to focus. There we go. But they can still be found online through other sellers. But the one that I got from Sticky Fingers did not have this foam tray. But even though this looks a little bit dinged up because it is clean, I'll keep this. I will not throw this away because it can still be reused. Now, since I have these other items out here, I'm going to go ahead and take a taste of this piece of the Cran Apple Ranger Bar. It's kind of like a cereal bar. Like a condensed version of a granola bar. Everything inside it is in much smaller bits. But definitely taste the cranberry. But you wouldn't get it in every single bite because there's just bits of cranberry throughout it. But I can taste the apple, it's just not as prevalent. I can pick up a little bit of the cinnamon. I'm going to take a drink of my hibiscus tea. Oh, I love that stuff. I gotta go get me some more. I love that hibiscus tea. The humidity will get sticky, and the humidity here is very high. It's humid outside, and it's seeping into here, despite my air conditioner going. But these apple cinnamon First Strike bars, come on, focus, dang you. Oh, now it went out of focus. Try that again. There we go. It's a completely different texture than the other three flavors of the First Strike bar. It tastes more like a cereal bar. I can taste the oats because there is oat in here. I can taste the apple more in this than in the Ranger bar. See, this one does not have as much of the apple flavor. But this one took a bit of a beat. It's my favorite. I would rather have the cran raspberry, the chocolate, or the mocha. Of course, I'll still eat this. this thing will not get after I. But at least now you've seen a difference between a Ranger bar and a First Strike bar. So I'm going to take another drink of my cherry. That's one thing about these Minotaur mugs. You can put probably about 600 milliliters of water in there if you filled it up high enough. So if you're making a drink mix like that, this one that I mixed up, or one of the drink mixes that come out of ORP or some other European rations that call for 500 mils of water. Then do it in something like that and have the whole thing. And not have to worry about making it too strong or too weak because you got enough room to play with. Or if you have a couple smaller drink powders and you want to do a double, there you go. So if I wanted to do 2 Canadian drinks, I could just do a double in that thing. And that would work. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the main, and I'll be right back. I am back to have this over a paper towel so I the pouch off. See, that's gusseted so it stands up like that. And I just use this thing and just wiping it off so that it'll be easier to handle. Get this out of there we go. I just wanted to rip that bit off so it'll be out of the way. Ooh, there is a sweet smell coming out of this. And here it comes. There we go. There is barbecue beef and potatoes. Yeah, I would definitely say it's a rich stew. Yeah. And there is Prepford in the house. I gave you a shout out earlier today. I very much appreciate those mask filters. Of course, I will be buying additional filters to go inside my foreign MRE masks. But this is what the beef looks like. It's like a pulled beef. It's a tangy sauce. So that tanginess cuts through the sweetness. And the potato is just diced. The potato is quite soft, but it's not completely gone to mush. But this is good. I really like this. I don't see the need to add anything else to it. Now, this is definitely going to be an enjoyable meal. The beef is not, maybe a little bit dry on the very inside, but it just falls apart like any pulled meat would. Personally, I think it's probably gotten better sitting in this sauce, so the flavors had more time to come together. But I probably wouldn't expect it to hold out like this too much longer, but I'm pretty sure these were very well stored when Bob had them, and when he got them from someone else. It was very cool to get this in that Minotaur mystery box. There is Vanessa Kitty in the house. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, wouldn't that be funny? You'd have to go to probably a kid's restaurant, a kid-themed restaurant, to even possibly have a chance at getting those. But these M&Ms really held up well. They're not all bloomed inside. None of them got crushed. Oh, sour Skittles? Now, usually you would get the regular ones in the red pack, but I guess sometimes you just wanted to throw in the sour green pack once in a while. Guess they must have had just a huge lot of random packs, and they just chucked the random pack in as they were running down the line. So it would have been nice to have a piece of bread or something to dip in this sauce. Or maybe two, like a couple of crackers or pilot breads. Something that you could put this chocolate peanut butter spread on here. Of course, maybe this is meant to be eaten straight out of the pouch, like you get these pouches of peanut butters and nut butters that hikers often carry in their packs. Or maybe someone could put in their get-home bag or a bug-out bag. But it still would have been nice to, since this was meant to be a meal where you could have the time to prepare it, and if the ration heater wouldn't take an hour to heat up, and it probably would have worked to have a little something else to nibble on while you're waiting for that. foreignmre.com titanium spork. You can get these singly on their website, or if you get one of the ammo can packages, you get one in there along with some stickers and a magnet. And they're like, they're great for, because they're so light. I have two of the plastic Light My Fire sporks that I found in a thrift store. This is lighter than those. So this is probably about the same. I've never had any other titanium spork besides this one, so I don't know how the size or shape compares to this. But if it's similar in size, then it's probably similar in weight. Now this is great for because it is so lightweight. And if you bend one of these, it's flexible enough, yet sturdy enough, you can bend it back into shape. So if it gets banged around in your pack, you can just bend it back, and you're good to go. It's not as long as an MRA spoon or the Canadian spork or the British spork or some of the longer titanium sporks and spoons that you can buy from various companies. But still, if you're not going to be eating out of Mountain House or Backpacker's Pantry pouches, this would still be a great camping utensil, and I have taken it on a few trips. So I sent one to Gundog, because I had a few of them. I bought a couple of different ammo can packages from Foreign MRE, so I got a couple of different sporks. And then another time I just bought an additional spork because I wanted to give it to someone. Of course, then that person died, and so I sat on it, and now Aletha has it. I gave that one to Aletha. So I thought she would enjoy having one of those. In my shout out video for her, I just showed what she gave me. And I gave her that extra MCW turkey tetrazzini. I gave her a couple pizza slices, and I gave her the 3 Moors that I had, that I opened up on camera but did not sample any of them. I thought maybe that would be a great thing for her to check out. And I gave her a couple of the pizza slices that I have. But well, that's okay, because I gave you a good start. So I was wondering when I would be able to find someone to give that to. I hadn't figured out how to do that one yet, and I thought, well, I'll just do a trade. Since she's coming here, she wanted to give something to me. So that tomato and cheese fettuccine with the feta cheese in it, the MRE, that was packed by Merqual, made in 2012. And a Swedish military cup that looks somewhat like a kuksa, but it's a plastic type material. And it's in my sink because I wanted to wash it and I took the sticker off, and I wanted to get the sticker residue off, so I just went ahead and washed it. But it has the 3 crowns on it to prove that it is legit Swedish mil-spec. Yeah, this one does have the serrated edge. No, definitely not. I have a UST spork that I bought at Walmart. That was the first camping utensil that I picked up before I found to light my fire sporks. So if I were to travel in a plane, it would either be that one. Of course, that one has the serrations too. But I wouldn't put it in a carry-on. I would put it in my checked bag. And if I needed a utensil, I would probably just put a smaller spoon in a carry-on. That would probably be the way I would do it if I had to carry an extra utensil. But it's been so long since I last hopped a bird. It was 1988 was the last time I hopped a bird. I had already come back here to Iowa after finishing college in Arkansas in December of '87. But my brother was graduating from high school in Arkansas, so a family member bought my ticket. And so I hauled tail to the airport and changed planes in St. Louis, and then got picked up in Little Rock, and then celebrated my brother's high school graduation. And he stayed down there for a little while, then came back up here to Iowa, and then he bought 2 acres of forested land down in Arkansas, and he's been there ever since. Yeah. Although, because of the big nasty going around, the real ID requirement, at least for getting into a federal government building, has been pushed off till I think October of next year. And my current state ID I got for like 7 or 8 years. I got it in November of 2016. So I still got a few years on it. So I don't know if I were to fly now, I don't know if I could use that non-driver ID, or if I would not be allowed to fly because I don't have that real ID. And I haven't looked into getting one, or to find out if I meet the qualifications to get one. But I don't anticipate flying anytime soon because, for one thing, it's just too dang expensive and I don't have a need for it. In '86, I flew down to Mexico for a month. I had such a great time that I wanted to stay, but the program that I was doing down there ended, so I had to come back. But back then, I didn't need a passport. All I had to get was something called a tourist card, which is basically a piece of paper printed with my info, where I was going, you know, what I would be doing down there. You know, when I would be leaving to come back to the States. And that was pretty much it. I'm just now taking the tea bag out of my tea because it's been in there so long, but that's okay. Yeah, I definitely learned a lot while I was down there. I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Now, there are backpacks that you can get now. I think VanQuest makes one, Maxpedition makes one, and some other companies probably do. You can get a backpack that has a pocket you can stow the straps, and it has a side handle to carry it, so it basically looks like any other suitcase or carry-on bag that you would use. And then once you get to wherever you're going, you can pull the straps back out, throw it on your back, and you're gone. Of course, you'd pay a lot for those. But from the videos of people who have reviewed those packs, have shown it looks like a very versatile pack to use. So, since I've obviously never had one like that, it would be nice to have. But if you can afford it, I would say go for something like that, because it'll be so much more convenient. And of course, there are those backpacks that have a pull-up handle and you can drag it because it has wheels on it. I've seen those around here. That will be another way of doing that. That's okay. There may be another time. I still haven't done a video on my current get home bag, and I probably should, because I'll just say it has developed an issue. Of course, I probably load it more than some people would probably say I should, but because I don't have a vehicle to stash it in, plus I just want to get used to carrying a pack like that. And of course, it didn't come with the sternum strap, so I found someone on eBay who just makes who sells sternum straps that you can just put on, and so that's what I did. And that has definitely kept it from going half-cocked when I'm walking, or especially if I'm going up or down stairs. But I guess I wanted to see how well it would take that load, and well, anyway, I'll just have to do a video on it. And of course, I have my bug out bag, which I bought with ad revenue money, and I used that once to carry groceries home from Walmart. Of course, my butter container got squeezed, but good thing the seal was still on it. Otherwise, I would have had a mess. But other than that, that worked for carrying my groceries home, but it just seemed odd because of the odd shapes of the items I was putting in there, but I wanted to give it a test. And of course, I found a pack cover for it. It did not come with one, but I got a pack cover for it. And I have a pack cover for my get home bag, which when I do a video, I'll show where I stow that. I have another pack that I could use as a get home bag, but the thing is, sorry about sorry about that. Some of the straps on it are so slick that they just do not stay in place. And I have I have literally put safety pins in there to keep those straps from sliding open. But it also has an open pocket where a solar panel will go, and it came with a solar panel and a small power bank. But I've used that for another purpose, but because of these straps that are so slick that the buckles just have no grip on them to keep it tight. It just doesn't work for what I would want to use it for. So I just basically store my all my camera gear in there when I'm not using it, or items that I haven't had a chance to use yet. Of course, my, both of those I would still say are work in progress because, I'm just seeing what would work for now in case I was out somewhere and the buses stopped running and I couldn't get a ride. So that's why I have that pack. That's why I wear it. And even though it's a tactical looking backpack, it has a stripe, a reflective stripe across the bottom outside the pocket. And I put two pink paracord bracelets clipped together through the top handle and through the carry hole on my water bottle, because there's no way to secure that water bottle in place. And before I did that, there have been a couple of times where it has almost fallen out. Yeah, I don't have a scale that I can hang my packs on to weigh it to see how much any of them weighs, but my get home bag probably weighs around, I'm gonna guess around 25 pounds. My my bug out bag probably weighs double that. Oh, that would be funny. My doctor's office, most of the time when I get weighed there, I go to a scale that stands next to this counter that has a baby scale. I thought about throwing it on there, but I don't know if a baby scale would take that much weight. And I'm always teasing the nurse because I go in there with this pack on, and I always say, I gotta shed a few pounds before I get on the scale, otherwise it'll skew the weight. But I suppose if I wanted to, I could just drop it on there just for the heck of it. Yep. I don't keep a saw in my pack, in my get-home bag. I have one in my bug-out bag, but I do have a folding saw that I got from Will at Just in Time Prepping, but that is in a belt holster, so I could put that on a my get-home bag does not have a waist strap, but I could put a belt on, and I could put that saw holster on that belt and then carry it that way. It also has you also put a compass in it, and a UST ferro rod with the striker that are lashed together, and then I duct taped a little pocket for my Swiss Army Knife Classic. So I got that in there. So that would be the way I would carry a saw. Either that or I just strap it to the top of the pack, because I can do that. Well, let's see, we can do that. Take some of this. Put one more of these in there. There you go. Trail mix. Oh, yep, that actually works. Putting the M&Ms in with the dried fruit does work. Well, I have one way around having to wear a belt that might pull pants down. And a package that I got from someone, I can't remember who it was, but I got a pair of what looked like some kind of suspenders for possibly, I think, a load-bearing equipment, some type. But I found a webbing belt at a thrift store, and they ran it through the loops in those. So I believe that thing has like a sternum strap. So I could hang something off of that. So, for instance, if I'm wearing a pants or a skirt or something that doesn't have belt loops, which some of mine don't, I could put that on and then have my pack over top of that. Or I could attach stuff to the waist belt of my bug-out bag, because it has molly webbing on it, and I have put a pouch on one side and a little holster thing. I'm not sure what would go in it, but I could either put a flashlight in there, I could put a multi-tool in there. So I could do it that way. Yep, that's why I don't bother with that nonsense. Thrift stores, or if I can get something inexpensive online, that still meets the requirements of how I want to dress, then I'll do that. You know, I have a pair of oversized Rothko camo pants, and I got them that big for a reason, because I could wear heavier long johns under them, and I have done that, but I want to get another pair of cargo pants that are more true to size, that I wouldn't need to have them oversized for wearing over long johns. And of course, I have worn my Frog Togs jacket, but I haven't actually worn the Frog Togs pants yet. Most of the time, you know, I do wear skirts and dresses. Yeah, and I wear pants underneath it because, you know, I do dress modestly. But when I'm going to the woods, then I just stick with the pants and you know, baggy shirt that I can layer over, you know, like a thermal undershirt. But I do want to get some more cargo pants that would be more for you know, just wearing without long johns. I would still want them baggy just for, you know, ease of movement, because, you know, the tighter your clothes are to you, the more restrictive, especially if the material doesn't stretch. Oh yeah, scrubs are awesome. And I like the kind that have the cuffs at the bottom, because they make for great pajama pants. Yep. And I'm even that way when it comes to the hijabs that I wear. I go for the comfort and sometimes a little funk. You know, sometimes I have to have a little something weird on my head, because I'm just plain weird. I have a scarf that says Club Med. Found that in a thrift store. I have another one that's got horses and bridles and uh, halters and saddles and that kind of stuff on there. I have worn shemagh as a hijab before. I have a few of them because I rescued a couple that were just abandoned on the side of the road in a bag, and I brought them home and washed them up. So now I have, and I rescued another one that was going to be thrown away. It was used as a table cover at the mosque, and it got stained. So it's a lightweight one. So now I have 2 heavier weight ones. I have 2 lightweight ones. So those are a great score. And those ones that I picked up off the side of the road, other than just being a tiny bit dusty, they were inside of a plastic bag, just abandoned. I don't know what was up with that. I guess maybe someone forgot their laundry. I guess that just proves that you never know what you find when you're just roaming around your town. That's okay. Thanks for dropping in. Again, thanks again for those mask filters. So the next time I wear one of my 4-Namari mask, I'll slap one of those buggers in there. And speaking of masks, our mayor has issued a mask mandate, but because of what our governor has said, any local city or county governments can't issue an enforceable mask mandate where if they're caught in public without a mask on, a cop can't fine you or give you a ticket. But what they will do is, if you don't have one, they'll offer you one, because they'll start carrying them. Yeah, people who ride city buses here have to wear a mask, but so far I have not seen a bus driver tell a person that you can't ride unless you have a mask on. But there are masks in the buses, or you can go to a customer service counter and get one. Yep. So that's that's pretty good too. So since I'm going to go out tomorrow and take care of some stuff, that is, if my my money for September comes in tomorrow, because usually I get it right before the first day of the month. So hopefully I can take care of some stuff online or in person. I got a couple of prescriptions to pick up. And then I got some rations to buy. I have not yet used my prize code for that ration cooking contest. Poking around the site to see what maybe I could possibly pick up for that $50. But after seeing the new stuff that Bob has come up with, I thought, maybe waiting was a better idea. Because now there's some stuff that I would love to get my paws on, like those Arctic rations that he's come up with. I'll probably even get one of the Moors that go along with it. And maybe I'll get some other stuff so I could literally probably get 3 things out of there and have enough stuff to come up with 3 or 4 complete meals. And there's also a few things on the Foreign Amories site that they got in that I want to get my paws on. Got some more of those hiking rations, those Pro Series rations. There were 3 of them. There was the red label emergency ration. There was the hiking ration with the yellow label that has the 2 guys with packs on. And then there was a green label that was basically an enhanced version of that hiking ration that was called the expedition ration. It had a few more items in there than the hiking ration, and from what I've seen from a review that's already been on there, and when Nina opened up one, there are a few differences from these newer ones than the older version. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting one of those. And I got some more Arctic field rations. And speaking of that, will be next week. I'll do that Arctic field ration that I got from their first load of them. And I got some more. So I'll probably order another one of those. And Foreign Amories is where I got those German 1987 emergency rations that I'm going to donate to the Ration Museum. So I got the address during the live stream this afternoon. So I got that on the mailer. So now all I have to do is take it to a post office, get some postage on it, and it is out of here. Plus, I have a couple of channel stickers that I will also be mailing out because I don't have any stamps. So when I go to the post office to mail that package to the Ration Museum, I'm gonna get me some stamps so I can have them to mail out more stickers. I have a few made up, and I got some more sticker blank paper that I can make up some more of my channel stickers, which I do every one by hand. And if anyone is into sticker trading or collecting, there are quite a few YouTubers that have these sticker boards where they put all the stickers that they get from other YouTubers. Or say they get one from a company that they like and get a lot of their some of their gear from. They might put those on there. So I have 2 of those. So I got one completely filled, and then, well, you know how to message me, Aletha. You just message me your address, and then I will get one out tomorrow, because I have a couple stickers already in envelopes just waiting for addresses. I think another handful of trail mix is in order. Gonna grab the last few, and then this meal will be done. Except for this. But I'll be sipping on this throughout. That will do it for this, plus the 2 additions. Well, 3 additions if you count the tea, since this one didn't have a hot drink. But and next week will be an Arctic field ration. It'll be the second one that I've ever had. So I know that will be good, because those are pretty good. Fort Emery has breakfast ones with muesli or something similar. Now you could probably put hot or cold water in, depending on how you like it. And their first batch of in this the first shipment that I got. There were vegetarian mains, so I got one of those. But this time they got the chile con carne, and the entrees are freeze-dried. Or the muesli will have just dehydrated ingredients in it, in addition to any freeze-dried fruit or milk powder. So if you look at their video on their unboxing of that, one of the more recent shipment got opened up, but instead of the main being taken out, something else was taken out, and in their first one, a drink powder was taken out. It was kind of odd that a non-meat item was taken out when usually when customs raids ration deliveries, they raid the main if it's not fish. I don't know, maybe someone was thirsty and forgot a drink and didn't have money to go to a vending machine, so they took a drink powder out of a ration. Or actually, I think it was a protein bar that got taken out of one of the chili con carne ones. So why they would take a protein bar out of there when it's a vegetarian item? I don't know, maybe that person wanted a protein bar and didn't feel like confiscating the main because it would have taken too long. Oh well, who knows? But yeah, foreign MRE. They're hoping to get some more foreign rations from other sources, so they're working with different suppliers. Yet still trying to get the better end of the deal and not get raided by customs. And I got an email from Emery Mountain saying that they have a sale on Russian rations. So I have ordered a few items from them before. If I get a foreign ration from them, I used to say that I got this from them, but because of the issues with customs, anytime I get a foreign ration, I don't say where it came from because I don't want to have anyone from USDA or customs coming to my door and telling me that I'm in some serious hot water. Yeah, and Nathan's MRE, he's had some of his stuff filched. Traversing Food, he's had some of his stuff filched. And it's really tough, but fortunately the stuff that Nathan gets from Vasily over in Russia has not been raided. So I don't know, maybe Vasily, his channel is called Outdoor Tactical, and he does his reviews in Russian, but you can get it subtitled. You can turn the subtitles on. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I still enjoy watching his reviews because, for one thing, he has some awesome settings where he's been doing his reviews lately. But someone had sent him an earlier MRA Nation ration, which he reviewed, which I thought was pretty awesome. Of course, I also watch Delicious. He's in Poland. And he has a channel where he does stuff in Polish, and I subscribe to it. Even though I don't know much Polski, but I still enjoy watching it. But, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one done. This is a really good meal. There was nothing in here that was bad. I didn't need to open the salt-free seasoning or the salt or pepper. It was just the way I like it, but this is a extra seasoning packet that comes in there. So, I will save these. So, I do want to thank you all for watching. Again, next Sunday, 7 o'clock Central, Arctic Field Ration. So, that should be a good one. Thanks for watching and catch you on the flip side.